Hey there, Pony fan. Welcome to another Friendship is Magic review with me, the Stupid Private. Today's episode is Tradia. The episode begins with the whole gang headed to the Rainbow Falls Traders Exchange. This is like a big swap meet where all the ponies of the land get together
and try and con the other guy into taking their worthless.
Yeah, pretty much. And Dash finds a first edition Daring Do book, and apparently no one's collected a full set of first editions.
I doubt that very much.
Yeah, I can think of at least one pony who would have a full set. Anyway, in order to get her hooves on that book, Dash needs to trade for it. But her lone trading item, a rusty horseshoe, just isn't good enough. The proprietor wants a two-headed monster dog, but the Beastmaster wants a lamp. But the lamp guy wants a chicken statue. But the chicken statue guy wants a crystal chalice. But the crystal chalice lady wants a rusty horseshoe.
Well, that's convenient.
So, Dash trades the shoe for the goblet. Then she trades the goblet for the chicken statue. But the lamp guy's out to lunch, and he has an amazing combination of both willpower and lack of imagination. Because not only can he resist the combined power of the puppy dog stare from both Dash and Fluttershy, he doesn't even ask one of them to hold his place in line for the roach coach. But after Dash and Fluttershy shanghai the operation and increase production, the guy gets his burger and the girls get their lamp. And then their Hellhound. But the Daring Do cosplayer has reconsidered whether she really wants a two-headed dog monster as a pet. But with a little convincing, she takes the dog. There's one caveat though. She needs the services of a good trainer. So that means Fluttershy is going to be staying in Manhattan for a while.
I guess Equestria has the same employment laws as Ilium.
But no sooner is the deal struck than Dash regrets her decision, and not even Princess Twily can reverse the deal. But fortunately, the bookseller is so moved by this, she takes back the trade. And that brings me to the B-plots. So Twy's trying to offload a bunch of old books, but Pinkie wants top dollar for the musty tomes. So she's gonna sell. But she's not quite on Flim and Flam's level, so she doesn't end up making a single trade. Meanwhile, AJ and Rarity are off trolling for vintage swag, and they find something that both of them just have to have. But after pooling their useless junk, they still only have enough for one thing. And they spend the rest of the episode arguing over what to do. And they just end up buying less expensive gifts for each other. If you couldn't tell by my longer than average episode synopsis, this one's just a long series of delays and subplots. The Dash Fluttershy plot is the main-ish one, and watching those two run around all willy-nilly is kind of fun, and I like the bizarre item scavenger hunt idea. But like I just said, I feel like there had to be a better way to wrap up the story. A lot of things just don't make sense. Like, there's a scene where Rainbow Dash and Fluttershy have to cross a busy street to catch the bookseller before she leaves. My question is, why didn't Dash just fly over there and say, hey, I got your dog, just chill out for a minute? Then there's the Rarity and AJ story. They're a good comic duo, but you had to know right from the beginning that this wasn't gonna work. Those two have tastes that are so at odds with each other, there was just no way they were gonna find one thing they both wanted. But I do like the idea of both of them being able to come together over their love of vintage stuff. Then there's Spike. Yeah, haven't heard from him in a while. He doesn't even get a subplot. He's just a background gag. And not a particularly funny one either. He just sorta hangs out at this one comic booth the entire episode. Now let's talk about Twilight and Pinkie. These two have kind of a fun B-plot. Twi wants to offload a bunch of books, but Pinkie's not gonna let that happen. The chemistry between Twilight and Pinkie Pie really carries this subplot. It also provides the best comedy moment of the episode in the form of Pinkie Pie threatening a small child.
Good times, good times.
Tradia is also a good background episode. You'll want to keep a sharp eye out to see where all the different subplots cross paths. Now it's time to break down the good and the bad in My Little Pony, Tradia. On the good side, this episode has a strong sense of humor. Seeing the interactions and team-ups between the girls was cool, and the background and art design was very strong. On the other hand, the structure of this episode was kind of a hot mess, with too many plots going at once. And the situations were either too convenient or not well thought out. But the character interactions and comedy do a good job of overcoming that. So I give My Little Pony, Tradia, 3 out of 5. If you're interested in more reviews of TV shows, anime, movies, or video games, check out my channel here on YouTube. It's Stupid Private 913. Thanks for watching.
Hey kids, today's show is brought to you by the letter 4 and the number potato! I'm a stupid private.